Skins are the primary form of customization for fighters and fighting, coming in various shapes, colors, sizes, and designs. Each and every skin is unique from one another, with some even having special sound and visual effects. However, not every skin is created equally. Like many of you currently watching, I have opinions. Opinions on what skins I believe to be the best and worst. Today, I'll be sharing my own thoughts on this topic. So then, what are my favorite and least favorite skins in fighting? Starting strong, one of my favorite skins in fighting has to be Follower Sword. For a hefty price of 60,000 bucks, you get this magnificent skin inspired by Illumina, one of the many deities in fighting. Oh man, everything about this skin is just amazing. First off, the colors. I'm in love with the mix of different hues of purple combined with white. It gives the skin an elegant, regal look, while still feeling powerful and imposing. Next, the smaller details. The runes on the sword are a really nice touch, surrounding even one of his horns, creating a nice display of asymmetry. I also really appreciate how unique Follower Sword's face is compared to the other sword skins. Not only does he have glowing markings near his eyes, but his facial expression is also different. His usual grin is replaced with a more serious look, which is a refreshing change. Don't get me wrong, I do love my goofy sword, but it is nice to see a more serious take on him. And finally, of course, the effects. Oh man, the sound effects are just amazing. The glassy, shiny sounds from his attacks are so satisfying, almost like a wind chime. And we can't forget the absolute banger of a finisher, the haunting choir-like voices, followed by giant feathery wings spreading open before he throws the sword at those who dare defy him. It's a perfect finale for an already solid skin. Moving on to one of my least favorite skins, we have Biocarved. Biograph, what did they do to you? I know this skin is supposed to be Halloween themed, with the jack-o'-lanterns and twisted branches, but it sure looks rough. First, I'm really not a fan of the gray branches. They just look way too bony, reminding me of Ridley. The whole skin has this strange metallic surface look that's disorienting and harsh on the eyes, especially under any light source. Additionally, despite the intricate design of the branches, the skin feels basic due to the lack of variety. There are no unique little details. It's just pumpkins and branches. That said, credit where credit is due. I do like the sound effects, with the slicing noises mimicking the sound of carving. And I will admit, even though it's not my favorite skin, it's actually a hilarious one to use. It's just incredibly silly to imagine this misshapen character rushing in and obliterating an entire team. But yeah, overall, definitely on the lower end of the skin quality spectrum in my opinion. When I talked about why I consider Follower Sword to be one of my favorites, I mentioned that the skin feels elegant and regal. But what if I told you that another one of my favorite skins is the complete opposite of that? Enter the silly, the goofy, the absolutely chaotic Jester Subspace, another favorite of mine, despite how different it is from Follower Sword. Let's start with his outfit. The coat is immaculately designed, with so many little details, like the piece of candy on his belt and the bow tie around his neck. The large variety of patterns including stripes, dots, and stars give the skin a uniqueness unlike any other. The colors are perfect too. The varying shades of orange and purple complement each other beautifully, capturing the essence of chaos and trickery while perfectly embodying the traditional Jester aesthetic. And then there are the accessories. I adore how the usual gas mask Subspace wears is replaced by a mix of a comedy and tragedy mask. Despite being a blend of happy and sad, the mouth is set to a permanent smile, which really ramps up Subspace's already unhinged vibe. The gumball machine replacing his usual gas container is a cute touch as well. Of course, we can't forget about the visual and sound effects. The mines resembling a wind-up present box is just so charming. The whimsical and silly sound effects are a joy. And the Jack-in-the-Box melody that plays when using his finisher, culminating in an explosion followed by deranged laughter, is just marvelous. It all comes together to make Jester Subspace one of my favorite skins. Now transitioning to another one of my least favorite skins, Dutchman Scythe. To be frank, I don't think there's anything about the skin itself that I have a problem with. It's more that I just don't vibe with the aesthetic the skin goes for. I'm not even sure how to define it. Classy steampunk, maybe? Regardless, it's just not for me. Also, apparently, according to the Fighting Wiki, this skin has visual effects, but honestly, I couldn't tell. That just goes to show how forgettable this skin is for me. As for the sound effects, they mostly sound like water, nothing particularly special. One thing that personally really bothers me is Scythe's hat. Why is it translucent? It just feels weird to look at. I think it would look a lot better if it were solid, but that's just my opinion. Overall, I much prefer playing as regular Scythe over this skin, and if that tells you anything, it's that I'm just not a fan of Dutchman Scythe. For my final favorite, we have the one and only Astro-Box. An amazing blend of silly, adorable, and stylish, Astro-Box is everything I could possibly want in a skin. The futuristic vibes combined with the star motifs are perfect for an alien-themed skin. The sleeker design of the boombox sets it apart from other boombox skins, making it feel fresh and unique. And of course, we can't forget about the cute alien antennas. I also love the random pull tubes on his arms. At first, I thought they might look out of place, but somehow, they fit perfectly and add a fun, goofy touch. As for the visual and sound effects, I'm not sure how to describe them, but I think that's part of the charm. They're foreign and strange, just like an alien. Naturally, I can't talk about Astro-Box without mentioning his unique dialogue. The various gnarps and gnorps make for some hilarious interactions between characters. I love it. The final least favorite skin I'm going to mention is Pirate Medkit. Similar to Scythe, there's nothing fundamentally wrong with this skin. It's just incredibly basic. Aside from a jacket, hat, and eye patch, nothing about this skin sets it apart from regular Medkit. It feels extremely bare bones, to say the least. Additionally, with Medkit having the highest number of skins, 5 in total, it's hard to compare Pirate Medkit fairly. Many of the other skins offer so much more in terms of design and effects. For example, Siang Kit, Bive Kit, and 7MK0 Medkit all have such distinct and exciting designs. Why choose something as basic as Pirate Medkit when there are so many other skins with more to offer? Sorry, Pirate Medkit. It's not really your fault. The competition is just too fierce. And that concludes some of my favorite and least favorite skins in fighting. What do you think of my list? Do you agree? Disagree? What are some of your favorite and least favorite skins? Let me know, comment down below. Hope you have a fantastic day and see you in the next video.